Hello YouTube and welcome to another Python tutorial. So in this video I'll show you Scapy, the most important Python package handling tools. So are you ready? Let's get started. So first of all, what is Scapy? So actually Scapy is a library made in Python with its own command line interface, commonly called as CLI, okay? Which allows you to create, modify, send and capture network packets. So this is the use of Scapy. So actually it's a tool that allows us to perform scan and or network attacks at a low level, okay? So in order to use it, we should first install it. So in order to install Scapy, it's pretty simple. You go to the main website, which is this one, scapy.redddocs.io, okay? So you get here the main page, and if you scroll down you can see here download and installation. So it can be installed on Linux, on Windows, on macOS. It depends on your operating system. So you can use pip to install it, pip install Scapy. You can also install it from the Git version control system if you want with GitHub. So git clone this http github.com/secdev.scapy.get. You can also get it from the source by downloading the zip file and going here to unzip it. Then you go to the master folder and to the Scapy folder, and you just run this command here, sudo python setup.py install. Okay, it's pretty easy, pretty simple to install actually. So I'm using Red Hat Enterprise on Linux, so I have already installed it. And now let's see an example, okay? So as I told you, Scapy allows us to create, modify, send and capture network packets. So let's run its command line interface, but for that you should always or make sure to run it with root privileges, okay? Because if you didn't run it using sudo command, you will get some errors when executing its functions, okay? So here I will use the sudo command in order to run it with root privileges. Here we go. I have to provide my root privilege password. And voila, I get it. Here I get some info. Cannot import some libraries, so I won't be able to plot or use graphics, but I don't need that. It's okay. So now I'm inside its command line interface, okay? So let's clear the screen. Here we go. Now let's create a simple, but before that let me just show you some pretty nice commands. ls, it's actually a function which lists all the layers. So here you can see all the layers in this Scapy model here. So you have the IP layer, the SNMP layer and IP layer, so everything you need. You can get all the layers using the ls command. There is also lsc command, which actually will list all available functions. So those are the most common or all the functions actually that are within the Scapy. And here is sr1 command that we'll be using soon. So here you can see a brief introduction or brief summary. It sends packets at layer 3 and return only the first answer. So we'll be using this function as an example here, okay? There is also a help function, okay? So to quit, you have just to type quit to get out of this help. Here we go. So now let's create our first packet and let's create a IP packet, for example. So here I will assign a variable, so you can name here the variable whatever you want, and let's use the function IP to create an IP packet. So here we go. So now we have assigned the variable packet to this function here. Here we go. You can use the packet.show function to see our packet. Okay. So this is actually the header of our IP packet. So here you can see the default parameters for all its arguments here. So we have version 4, IHL is none, and other parameters here like TTL and protocol. And by default it uses the loopback IP address as source and also as a destination. Okay. So if you want to modify any of these arguments, it's pretty easy. For example, if I want to modify the TTL or time to live, all I have to do is to assign a parameter value. So for example, let's assign it a value of 32, for example. Here we go. So let's show once again our packet. As you can see now, the TTL has changed. So by default it was 64, now it's 32. Okay. You can also modify inside the function. For example, let's modify the destination IP address. So I will use IP function, and inside it I can directly assign the value I want. So here let's use, for example, an IP address that exists on my network. Okay, here we go. Let's show our packet to see if actually it did change the destination IP address. And voila, you can see now the destination has changed, but also the source. This is the IP address of this computer I'm running Scapy. Okay, so pretty easy, pretty nice, pretty straightforward. Okay, so now let's add actually an IP or another layer. So let's add, for example, ICMP layer to our IP packet. So in order to do that, also it's pretty easy. So packet IP, here we go. In order to add another layer, all you have to do is to add this slash symbol. Okay, and here we add our ISMP layer. So let's show once again this time our packet, and you can see the ICMP layer has been added, and by default the type is echo request. Okay, so now let's try to create a ping. So a ping, as you know, is ICMP packets, okay, with a payload. So let's try to get ICMP packets. So I will use here the IP function. Let's use a destination IP address that exists on my network. For example, this one exists. Here we go, and let's add ICMP layer, ICMP, and with a payload. And once again you have to add this symbol here, slash, then you can add any payload you want. So for example, let's add hello world. So you can here put whatever you want. I'm adding this just to show you how our packet will be constructed. Okay, So if I hit enter, let's now show our packet in details with all its layers. Yes, because I have mistyped packets, so actually I have to add here in E packets. Here we go. So now you can see the SMP echo request or SMP actually header. It contains a payload hello world. Okay, so now let's try to actually send this packet in our network. So in order to send it, pretty easy, you can use the function sr1 as I told you before, and you can also get a help for this function using the help function. Okay, so let's see its help. So you can see here it's send packets at layer 3 and return only the first answer. Okay, so now let's use it for our packets. Okay, and let's assign it to a variable answer just to see how it will look like. Okay, here we go. It has sent just one packet. So now let's see the detail of the returned packets. Here we go. Pretty easy. So here the most important thing to notice here is in the ICMP layer. So now the type is echo replay, which means it has actually found this host here that we have been using here, which is 192.168.4. So before sending the packet, the type was echo request, and when it found our host, now we get our echo reply, and source is 192.168.1.4. So this is how our Scapy actually works. And if you try to ping something that doesn't exist, you will get a message that the host doesn't exist. So let's change, for example, our packet here using an IP address that doesn't exist for the destination. For example, let's use this one, 192.168.5.2, for example, or just make it that 1.20. Let's add our ICMP layer and our payloads. This time I will use just hello. Okay, so this is our packet. Let's send it using the SR answer SR1 function here. So remember, the host .1.20 doesn't exist out in my network. So here you can see that I have here a warning: the MAC address to reach destination not found using broadcast. So it hasn't found actually this host. That's why I get actually this message here. Okay, so that was just a brief introduction to this important Python package called Scapy. Okay, so as always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I want to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.